Hello and welcome again to TelecomTV. We are on tour. We're in San Francisco in California in the United States, and we're at the DPDK Summit, which is being run alongside the Intel Developer Forum. Now, as communications networks transform and SDN and NFV move into the proof of concept stage, the necessary precursor to commercial deployment, the emphasis is very much on accelerating software-based packet performance of predictable latency. And that is where one particular tool comes into its own.
So DPDK stands for Data Plane Development Kit. It got created, the embryonic stage usually was in roughly 2005, 2010, and then we put our first release out there in 2010. But what it really is a software library that lets you do packet acceleration on general purpose processors, Intel architecture x86 processors. In the days before that, and sort of what does it sort of replace or why did it come to exist? There's lots of people out there doing dedicated pieces of silicon, whether they're ASICs, network processors, communication-specific processors, et cetera, that are typically single function and can do that function very well, but then don't give you any flexibility or capability for additional functionality. And DPDK is designed to let you bring those communication workload packet processing functions onto a general purpose processor and then use additional cores on a multi-core processor to take care of other things, whether it's control plane or application workloads or what have you.
It's actually a set of libraries, and at the most fundamental library is one that handles basic packet processing, something that grabs packets from the Ethernet cards, the NICs, and runs them through a computer system without going back and forth to an operating system kernel with the associated memory, copy costs, and changes and context that enables. That's the core of it, and that's what makes it so fast. In addition, there are some helper functions, hashing algorithms. They're adding new bits of it all the time that essentially allow you to accelerate certain certain operations that you'd like to do in developing a packet processing application and to do them quickly. So it becomes a toolkit.
Intel's Data Plane Development Kit, or DPDK for short, runs mainly in a Linux environment and is thus ideal for exploitation by the open source community.
If you have something that's GPL or BSD licensed, by default, it's an open source project. Now, and it's open because the people that are using it or you're giving it to, because of that license, are free to go use it as they want. And DPDK, we specifically licensed as BSD to give that flexibility. And we are regularly told by everybody from telco equipment manufacturers to data center and cloud folks that are using DPDK that BSD licensing is a fundamental enabler for them.
DPDK is important because of its openness. And as you know, the x86 platform is widely common and very widely available. And with that, we can use DPDK freely and develop an application freely. So the openness is the most important thing, I think.
DPDK is important for the telecom ecosystem because it is really one of the enabling technologies that is allowing the telcos to be able to deliver on the vision that they've put out in the ETSI NFV white papers. Without DPDK and without it being an open ecosystem, I don't think that we could actually achieve the requirements and the goals that they've laid out.
Today, generally, DPDK still stands for the core part as open source. And that's the way I think we'll go along for a while. That will also make sure benefit long run for this network industry, for the IT industry as a whole. And certainly the certain company might want to keep its driver part, certain features as solutions to leverage on top of DPDK. That's generally should be okay as well. But as the ecosystem build up, I think the more pushing for the openness of the DPDK as around kind of applications as well.
Today's network infrastructures require solutions with flexibility to scale across multiple deployment models. And DPDK is playing a crucial role in SDN and in NFV.
The promise of NFV is to be able to take all these different types of network elements on dedicated boxes and move them to standard high-volume servers in a virtualized fashion. So your functions run as a virtualized function now on a standard high-volume server box that presumably might be more cost-efficient and more flexible and scalable. So this is exactly where things like Data Plane Development Kit or DPDK play in. They take care of that data plane element and the packet workloads and let you move those from these dedicated boxes and dedicated ASICs and dedicated network processors that are awesome at single functionality, and now move them to a box that has multi-functionality and can run efficiently and effectively in a virtualized environment.
DPDK is definitely one of the enabling technologies. Without DPDK, again, I don't think that we could achieve the performance that is necessary, especially in high-speed cloud service provider environments and high-speed telco environments. We are leveraging DPDK to be able to deliver on the vision that's coming out of that ecosystem.
So then, as the virtualized environment continues to emerge and evolve, Intel's DPDK is the methodology of choice for creating the fast packet processing that will be key to the successful deployment of NFV.